All right, man, let's check this out. Apparently, Trump is threatening to blow Iran off the face of the earth. Let's see what's
We
happening here.
do have some more breaking news related to the Iran war. This is by Fox News right here saying breaking Trump speaking with Fox News' Trey Yingst threatens that Iran will be, quote, blown off the face of the earth if the Islamic Republic attacks U.S. ships guiding vessels through the Strait of Hormuz. So that is some new developments as we continue to track all of the breaking news. We had just brought you this breaking news moments ago that the U.S. military says it has sunk 6 Iranian small boats that were targeting civilian vessels in the latest test of the ceasefire. Admiral Brad Cooper, who heads U.S. Central Command, said U.S. military helicopters have sunk 6 Iranian small boats that were targeting civilian vessels in the Strait of Hormuz, the latest test of this ceasefire between Iran and the U.S. Admiral Cooper said the U.S. military has been able to clear a pathway in the Strait of Hormuz that is free of any Iranian mines in an effort to allow commercial vessels to transit the waterway. He said the U.S. military also has set up a defensive umbrella that includes American helicopters and fighter planes to protect the freighters leaving the strait. But we continue to follow the very latest developments as President Trump now ramping up rhetoric, saying that he will blow Iran off the face of the earth should there be any sort of retaliation on Iran's behalf. All of this comes as the United Arab Emirates said earlier today that it came under attack by Iran for the first time since this ceasefire took hold.
That I did hear that that they attacked the UAE, and apparently they're getting ready to retaliate. That they're I don't know how true it is. Up to now, right? What I heard was that they're gonna join forces with Israel to do some kind of counteroffensive in regards to what happened. I don't know how true that is, but they are that they're getting ready for a counterattack. That is true.
In early April, those attacks appeared to be in response to President Trump's latest efforts to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The defense ministry with the UAE said Iran had launched 4 cruise missiles, with 3 shot down and 1 falling into the sea. Those attacks came after the U.S. military said 2 American-flagged merchant ships had successfully transited the Strait of Hormuz after it launched a new initiative to restore traffic Monday. So we are continuing to follow all of those breaking news developments. Admiral Cooper also telling reporters that American forces have opened a passage through the strait and that the U.S. military helicopters have sunk 6 Iranian small boats that were targeting civilian vessels, saying Iran has launched multiple cruise missiles, drones, and small boats at ships the U.S. military is protecting, and that, quote, each and every one of those threats had been defeated. So any additional updates, we will bring them to you right here on Live Now.
Well, let's see what happens, man. Let's look at the comments here real quick. Threats lose their strength if you keep saying it and don't do anything. Actually, there's this saying that we have in Spanish. In Spanish, it says, Pedro que ladra no muerde, which means, translating it means, a dog that barks doesn't bite. So, you just do. You don't have to, I have all this might and all this military power and all this. No, you just do it. You just do it. Then that makes you dangerous, right? Beware of the one that's silent, because that's the one that's the most dangerous as opposed to the loud one, right? In Spanish, that's the saying, or so the saying goes. Enough threat, finish the job, and go home. Well, here's the thing, right? Because they were saying that, a week into this, that, that they had been wiped out and that everything was done and that they had won the war he was declaring. Now, apparently, we're still here. May 4th, we're still here, right? It's crazy. So that sucks. Gas going to $10 a gallon, shaking my head for real, man. There's a lot of areas where it's getting not as high as Biden. Not as high as when Biden was in office, but it is going to get there. And if it does, this administration would have failed greatly. Do it, oh well. I believe we can get through this. Do it. You just do it. What are we waiting for, man? Right? What is all this, this it's like anticipation. Okay, so excuse the term, the phrase in here, but it's like anticipation for sex, and then nothing happens, right? And now you just got blue balls, right? She just led you on, right? And then she didn't even do anything. Now you got blue balls, right? That's just what's happening here. Just do it, right? But that's just me. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think that Iran will be blown from the face of the earth? Let me know in the comments what you think. I'd be curious to see what you guys got to say about it. But that's all I have for now. You guys know what to do. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, repost, all of that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next one, man. Peace.